What's up, guys? My name is Jake and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about a few tips and tricks that I personally use while playing this game that maybe you could also implement into your play style. So first off, I'll just talk about some of the classes. If you're going to run an assault, that's for like longer range kills. I'd say a little bit more than 15 feet away. That's when you're gonna have your best, the best use of the gun. So if they're over 15 feet, that's what you gotta use it for. It's a great all-around gun, so you can't go wrong with running around with that gun. For shotguns, I would recommend using that for enemies that are within about 10 meters, and you want to stay near cover and walls. If that's what you're going to choose to run around with instead of like your assault rifle or something. Just because you want to be by cover, because sometimes enemies are using the assault rifle, so they have a distance advantage on you, so you want to make sure that you're somewhat near cover, so if you need to, you can just get behind something, wait for them to come up to you. And then for snipers, obviously, they're used for longer range. So if you find a position that's like platformed, that's where you're gonna have the best advantage. I don't really see any use of using it if you're not above the enemies, because it'll be easy for them to get you. And if you're up higher, they have to come and get you. So you have that to your advantage. And then from the heavy machine guns, which I don't really use that often. But for that, I would recommend the same thing with shotguns. Just stay near walls and cover, because you do move slowly, so you can't really escape enemy gunfire. So if you're getting shot at, you're gonna have a hard time trying to get away. And the gun is, like I said, you're just slower, so when you're trying to turn, it's gonna be slower. And then when you're walking around, I would suggest just running around with the assault rifle, because, like I said, it is a great all-around gun, and it's just better to use, honestly. You have short range and long range, so you can see everything that you need to see, and it has accurate shots, so that's always a plus. And then for, let's say, if you run into or you're about to run into a larger group of enemies, that's what I would suggest using your machine gun for, or the shotgun, because they both deal a great amount of damage, and it's just more than you would get from a sniper or a assault rifle, and you can take out multiple enemies quicker. Another tip that I can give you guys is when walking, or no, not walking, but like when you're just like playing the game, I would suggest getting used to switching weapons real quick. Just knowing where to slide your finger up in the bottom right hand corner to which gun you want to use. Just practice doing that, because in rough situations that becomes real handy. Being able to switch to a gun quicker than other people, you have the quick draw, and you could possibly run out of assault ammo, and instead of reloading, you just switch to your shotgun, boom boom, he's dead. So that's also a very useful tip. And another tip I can give you guys is to use your grenades to your advantage. Don't just try and throw them across the map, because it's just not likely that you're gonna get a kill. But the perfect scenario when to use it is when an enemy is a little bit farther away than you can handle, and maybe you're low on health. You throw a grenade. They usually do about 1,000 damage, and then you can run in with your assault rifle, machine gun, shotgun, whatever, and just do a couple hits, and then he's done. So that's also a tip that's super useful. I use it a lot. You can see it in this gameplay. Usually there's a guy that's a little bit further away. I duck behind some cover and throw a grenade at him, and He just has like almost all of his health taken away, and then I just come in there with the shotgun and blast his ass out of there. And then for upgrading guns, I would suggest that you save up money if you don't have that much and buy the second gun in each class, because usually those are about a good starter weapon for you. I wouldn't suggest at all that you upgrade your standard weapons, the one that you receive upon creating or starting up the game. And you can also get the second classes up to a pretty high amount of damage, or power I should say. I know that for sure the second assault, that goes at like 1,000 plus on power. So as you progress higher in levels, you'll be dealing more damage. And it's fairly cheap to upgrade them. And once you get to like level 16, it's like 9 or 10 grand to upgrade them. So until then, you have some pretty cheap upgrade options for those. And also, like obviously, you should upgrade your most used weapon the most, because that's what you're going to be running around the map with, and obviously you don't want to have your most prized weapon be weak. So take care of your favorite weapon, because that's what you're going to be using the most, and it'll just make your play style a lot better. Another tip, this is more for like your personal character, clothing. I wouldn't suggest you buy or upgrade anything just because it's really not needed, because for your first couple levels you'll be going against people like your same skill area, so you won't really have to worry about them having this massive amount of armor and gear, and you won't be able to kill them. So don't focus on the gear, don't buy any helmets or pants or anything. I would say until you're at least level 10 or 12, because usually then you know the game, you're comfortable with your weapons, and then now you want to start being able to hold more health and stay in the game longer. But yeah, and also I would learn like where the spawn points are. Like, get used to knowing exactly where the enemies are gonna come out of. Obviously, when you play, you'll just learn them. You know, on this side your team is, and then on the other side is where the bad guys are. But for this map in particular that I'm playing right now, I would suggest running a assault rifle most of the time, and then when you get to the other side of the map where your enemies are spawning, I would pull out the shotgun, because everything is close quarters right there, and there's a lot of corners where people can just come out of nowhere, and just usually they're carrying around assault rifles, so you can just turn around, shotgun them into the face, and just blow them away. Like, my shotgun does about 800 or 824 damage. So I mean, that's a pretty good amount. That's almost a grenade right there. So that's another good use for shotguns as well. So another tip I could give you guys regarding this game is learn when and when not to use your health kits. If you're surrounded by a bunch of, like, let's say 2 or 3 bad guys, and you're low on health, don't even worry about using your health kit. It's honestly just gonna be a waste. As you can see right here, there's 2 guys. I used my health kit, and it was just a waste. So yeah, when you should use a health kit is when you just killed one guy, maybe you're near your base, and you're at, let's say, like 250 health. That's a perfect time to use your health, because you're at your spawn point, you're most likely far away from the enemy, and most likely no one's going to be coming around the corner to kill you. So that would be a good opportunity to use the health kits. And then the final tip I can give you guys is using your aim. When aiming down sights, especially on the assault rifle, this is what it mostly attains to. Go for headshots. You'll be so much more accurate with it, and you'll just have a much more enjoyable playtime. So that'll be it for this tips and tricks. I'll do another one upcoming soon with more. But if you did like the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and leave a comment. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.